What's going on, everybody? Special episode today. We doing a part two.
Yeah.
Um, Broken homes explain what causes a broken home and how they shape us. Um, what you thinking so far, bro? What you think about that, man? Because you talk about it a lot. That's why I did it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I don't know about talking about broken homes and stuff.
What causes is when two people decide to lay together.
Hold on, before we get there, let me see what's a broken home. The definition: a broken home is a family in which the parents are separated or divorced. That's the definition in the book, but it's so many ways this
Hmm.
happens. Sometimes the home can be broken in two parents in the same house. Still can be broken or
Yeah.
fractured, you know what I'm saying? So um could be financially broken, spiritually broken, mentally broken, all that. We
Hmm.
could get into that. But what you were saying, bro, go ahead now.
Yeah. And that's what I was about to say. Like, is when two people lay down together, end up making kids or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one is probably doing the most, you know.
Shots fired. Go ahead.
Was doing the most, was not
Boy.
doing enough. It's really laying down with somebody that you really didn't think like, okay, this could be a possibility. This could work or it couldn't work. Um, when you were saying you could be in a two parent household and it still could be broken.
Oh yeah.
And it happens a lot too.
You have to understand, and I think kids need to be taught this young as possible at the power of choice. When you make a choice, why? Um, when you lay accountability is not racist, is not prejudice. Accountability doesn't care if you black, white, man, or woman. Accountability is accountability and consequences.
Hmm.
They don't care. Those two words don't care. If you black, white, Asian, Persian, man or woman, it don't care. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to face one of those.
And,
If you lay down with the wrong person, you're risking
mhm.
having a broken home.
Yeah.
Unless you meet that guy, you lay down with him, and he say, but those are far few in between.
Man.
You don't hear dudes saying that. That was just a song.
Hmm.
Even the players listen to that song while they going to the crowd. They
Man.
still gonna do
No, and play it while they doing it. Oh,
it. Yeah.
I'm a baby, selling a dream. Just like
Selling a dream, and I know selling a dream, man. Man. I think when you're young, you know the concept, but you're so reckless. You haven't
mm,
range yourself in when you. It's hard to rein yourself in when you 20 and you don't have male guidance or your father like to really kind of rein you in. You doing it yourself. You're not most of the time you're not gonna rein yourself in. So you get reckless and you say, I know what the risk is, so I'm gonna try to mitigate those risks by, like I say, wearing a condom.
uh,
Um, I'm just
keyword.
keeping it real. I'm just being transparent. I'm
Yeah,
putting people to understand how dudes think in their 20s. Not all dudes, but
keyword.
most dudes that was like me. That was like me. I know
Keyword.
she could get pregnant, so I'm gonna mitigate that. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna make sure um, that I pull the jam. Make sure I pull out of that thing.
Keyword you
Um,
missed. Keyword that you missed on that
what's the
one.
key word?
You have to have a good dad, a great dad, to teach
100%. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
teach you certain things.
Right. 100%.
Mm.
I agree. I totally agree with you. But a lot of people don't have that, right? I mean, if you did a statistic, I mean, you got to think, man, probably like 40% good dads out there, man. I'm talking about that ain't uh slipping. They not. I'm talking about this really about the life of being faithful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. You can do it. It's obtainable, but you have to sacrifice your natural, I guess,
Yeah.
man DNA, I guess, kind of sort of.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to learn get your spiritual base set while you're young before you get into that. Because most of the time, dudes that don't, you're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why if it was like I say, if I had the power to take dudes from the streets down and teach them the spiritual base,
Mhm.
then if you want to go do it, it's on you. But you can't say you wasn't taught it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some dudes really don't know.
Yeah.
But it's some dudes that know that was like me, but was still reckless. You didn't have the guidance. Because a lot of times you can't just have a 5-minute conversation about this kind of stuff. It takes
Nah.
time. And you got to learn it over time. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like self-discipline dealing with women, you have to learn that over time. You just can't learn that in a 1 hour conversation. It just don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
like I was lucky. I grew up in the house with none but women, and I had one uncle in the house.
Yeah. Was he a
Put me
player
up.
though? Was he faithful? Was he a player though? He was faithful.
What? 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 What?
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the
What?
truth.
And that's all
What?
it takes. That's all
Man.
it takes.
But it also showed me like, hey man, you can do this or you can do that. The
Yeah.
choice is always gonna be on you.
Yeah. 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
but you have to assess the risk that's going potentially, when you get older. Cause you don't think about a lot of kids, they don't think about when they get older, like it's not
Yeah.
always gonna be like this.
No.
It's not
No.
always gonna be like
When
this.
you reckless, you just don't even care about getting older
Right.
though. Just think about it. Even when you in the streets, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
dudes don't realize you out here, running down on dudes, robbing them or shooting them. You don't think about when you get older and you want to stop, but you can't. Even when you stop, you're still looking over your shoulder because you don't know that person gonna come back. Same way, we know saying just dealing with women. You just don't know, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still can
Like,
change though. You still can make a change. You have to be able to make that change and turn from it. You know what I'm saying? Make a complete change. You know what I'm saying? But
and
yeah.
and like, in all times, I'm gonna always speak about my experiences
Yeah.
or someone that I really know and I saw it for myself. Experiences like, no,
And that's
my
all we
brother.
using. Like we don't need that's why we're trying to tell people we don't need stats. We grew up in the trench, so we know all these kind of things. We just talking from a general standpoint, you know what I'm saying? We know these things.
Yep. And
Atomic player. He said learning the spiritual base while you young sounds like this week's lesson. Man, you gotta learn that spiritual base because
yeah.
if that's your foundation, now you can solid, you can build on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have a spiritual base, what factors into your decision making? Like, how do you say what's factoring into your yes or your no? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that spiritual base, you know what I'm saying? You ain't your decisions, you're gonna make them based off what you want to do. But when you have a spiritual teaching, you have the
Mm-hmm.
discipline and you know why you saying no. Instead of saying, I said no, but I really don't know. I really wanted to say yes. But when you got that discipline though, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. You know, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep myself under control because once you go down that path, you may not come back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling from experience. I almost didn't come back. I had it. I was like Paul, man. I went down the road to Damascus, and I had to make a choice. You either can stop now, or you can keep going, and you might not. You might not like the
Mhm.
result. You know what, Jesus? I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna count it and
Yeah.
count what I did and leave it alone and turn. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I did because I mean, everybody get those opportunities. I think you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like they say, when it's time, when God
You gonna
calls you,
know.
man,
You gonna know.
it
You gonna know.
yeah, I didn't want to be like Noah, man. I didn't want to be like Noah, be on the boat. So you gotta be careful who you hanging around. Somebody might be running from the call, and they'll bring wrath on everybody just because they running from the call. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Atomic player though, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that comment though, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next slide. Let me get into it real quick. How does it get to the point of becoming a broken home? Let me get to my slide. I had some slides. I kind of was guiding me through it and see what you think on my Google Docs. Let me get to it real quick. Cause we're gonna break this down, man. We're gonna take our time and break it down. We ain't, if it take 2 hours, it just take 2 hours. But I think this is the time we living in, man. You got a lot of kids growing up in these broken homes. And man, like I say, man, teachers are not therapists.
I don't
They're
know.
nah, man. You didn't go to school to be a therapist. You went to school to
Um,
be a teacher, man. When you're a
but
therapist, it's like one on one, but you can't be
but
one
a
on one
ther-
when you got 30 kids in your class, man. Come on, man. Cut it out. When you got 30 kids in your class, you can't give a kid a therapy session when you got 30, 29 other kids. You know what I'm saying?
but the teachers of today are not like the teachers of yesterday either, though.
They not, and the kids not either.
Yeah, they still a little. It's just more.
Man, these kids, boy, man.
Like it's really it like
Boy, these whines, man. You
like
crazy.
I
Crazy.
I
Yeah, you gonna
I put it like
You
this.
want answers?
I
I
say
want the
this.
truth. You can't handle the truth.
I put it like this. I think I was in second grade. Second grade,
yeah.
because I was YN in. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Smart.
when you get paddlings on. When you're in second grade, you can still get paddlings, right?
No, they wasn't doing it. They wasn't doing it then.
Well, I know in Pulaski County you still could. They stopped. I think they stopped when I was in the fourth grade. But
Yeah.
I remember when I was in because I used to get paddlings when, when I used to be bad. But at Fuller, when we was at Fuller Elementary,
Mm,
we would still get paddlings in third
mm,
grade.
that's crazy. I got a
Yeah,
paddle
it
one
was.
time. I got a one.
Yeah.
I got a paddle one time, but it wasn't here. It was in Hamburg. I was like, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. It's time to go back to Little Rock because I ain't with this.
I bet you Hamburg probably wasn't playing around either.
No, and that's what happened. Like they like no.
They had. I know they was heavy handed in Hamburg.
Man, Mr. Dillard.
Mr. Dillon.
Mr.
Sound
Dillard,
like
my ex girlfriend daddy. I was like,
oh
man,
boy. So he laid it on you. Oh yeah. I've been waiting on
like,
this.
man.
I've been waiting on this.
This was beforehand. That was before we
Yeah.
but yeah. But he gave everybody paddling, but I was like, man, I'm not used to this. And my
Yeah.
mama, we didn't stay down there that long because I wasn't going.
But
I
yeah,
was
I'm just saying, man, some of these kids, man, are coming from broken homes. And
hmm
man, like average, like an English teacher is they can't be a therapist and teach English at the same time. That's all I'm saying. It's unreal, you know what I'm saying?
it's not the English.
Um
Like
huh?
it's like certain classes, um, the teachers they gonna help you. Like
But how much help can they
like
do and still teach their class?
like this is what I was saying.
Slide off for a second. So hey, we can just talk about that for a second. But
Yeah, this
yeah,
this what
how much can they help you and still teach the class? 'Cause they got to teach a class. They teaching
listen,
English. Like if you teach English,
like because it starts earlier than just
oh for sure.
junior high because that's where it all starts in elementary. But in elementary we had for us there was a YN. It was probably like seven or it was no, it was probably I'll just say about 7 or 8.
Hmm.
And even in a class of 20 and 25 people, like we used to have weekly meetings, but this is how the teacher got us, well the principal. And I think her to this day, I think my teacher, Miss Cofield, to this day, she had set a goal. Cause we all like everybody that was in that group,
Hmm.
rough. I'm talking about rough
Oh,
around.
I believe it.
Rough.
I'm
I'm
not
talking about
disagreeing with you at no point.
DC. I'm talking
I
about. I'm
think this
talking
need to be talked about. I mean, before we
about.
get back into it, I think this need to be talked about for sure.
Yeah. I'm talking. We was standing on 12th Street in the South, Jonesboro, all of us. So we will meet weekly, but each week they would make us because you have to read a book.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to read a book,
Right.
and not only read. It wasn't a book that you could pick.
No, I get it, 100%.
It was like, man, what?
So, what did you do when you get home? Did you read the book at home, or you just read it at school?
I always read anyway. So this was easy. This was the easy part.
I think you like the 2% out of the 98%,
But
though.
but this was the kicker part. Um, broken home.
Yeah,
That's when my mama had left me.
right.
So I was like, that's all I got is books, sports.
Right.
Cause I was acting out because I was like, damn, my mama ain't here.
Yeah.
Broken home.
Yeah.
Daddy was
What do you
cool.
think generally? How does it get to that point though? Like how, like not your parents per se, but I'm saying,
Mhm.
do you think like they just don't they having sex before they really learn who they dealing with? This could be
It-
one, right?
yeah, it's having sex early.
Like a man, right? I said last week, Monday, lusting after a woman wears off, and then he don't make the commitment. Like
But,
I wasn't trying to marry you. I was just smashing. You
but,
know what I'm saying? That
mhm.
happens. That happens.
But when you're a young person and your hormones are raging like that,
Right.
it's gonna cloud your judgment.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it gives you a chance if you taught this spiritual, if you have that spiritual base before your hormones start raging, if you're in, that's why I say when men stop taking, this is my opinion, you don't have to agree or not, but when men stop taking their families to church, I think that's when the downfall started. It just started getting crazier and crazier. When the drugs started, temptation just started taking over. Man, you gotta have that spiritual base, man. You got to. You can't get around it. People try to get around it, say they don't need it. That's why you see people on social media crashing out now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women saying they don't have to dress like this, but then you wonder why you getting hunted like prey. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why dudes they busting you down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they not making a commitment because you're not presenting yourself for somebody to commit to. You're presenting yourself to be bust down like some chicken at Costco. Oh yeah, I'm finna
But
bust that chicken down, man. I'm finna make chicken salad, man. I'm finna bust that down. Ain't gonna be nothing but the bones left. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But like when men stopped taking when men stopped going to church like that, it was all church was always filled with women anyway.
Right,
Anyway.
right.
And
But
that's the
there was
time.
a time though when it was about even when men was bringing their families like faithful, they was bringing their families to church. There was a time. I
Yeah.
did the research. There was a time. And when it slowly they stopped coming, they stopped doing it. I don't know what happened back then because I wasn't living, but like I
Mhm.
say, my dad definitely didn't go to church, and I know other people I grew up with. They dad, we used to go to church. They dads wasn't there. They mom was there, but they dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
and,
It makes a difference when your dad is there. It do.
and
You know what I'm saying? It do. I've seen the kids where it make a difference, and they dads bring them to church. It
yeah,
was a difference because if you
so
see both of your parents making the effort to do the right thing, it just it's a good influence on the kids. It just trickles down. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion.
uh,
It
and
just trickles down.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think two people, like say for instance, if um if you're a Christian
Mm-hmm.
and you go to church
Mm-hmm.
and your wife was a Muslim, do you think that relationship would work?
It depends on the two people and their perspective. Are you gun ho on your religion, or are you flexible enough to know this is the stuff I'm talking about before you marry a person?
Mm-hmm.
Like do you know that you marrying a Muslim, number one? And do this Muslim know that you marrying a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
number two? Do y'all both know this?
But
Now,
but if,
step
what if
two.
what if
Step
y'all
two.
both grew up? What if y'all both grew up Christian and one's like, you know what?
Step two. Step two. Are you flexible enough in your perspective to understand that this person's a Muslim now and you a Christian, and that's not gonna get in between what you guys are trying to build. If you feel like that shit, you got a choice. You either gonna leave, like don't even get involved, just don't do it because it ain't worth it, or are you gonna go take yourself through a like y'all playing Battleship almost?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I have seen people in different religions. It just depends on the perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, for the man in both religions, the man is the leader. It starts with the man,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
if the man is not leading his family and doing it the way God wants it done, it's probably not gonna work that well anyway. And that's what I'm saying. When men they didn't want to lead their family to church, they were doing whatever they was doing. I think that's when things start becoming broken. When
Mm-hmm.
you go against the nature what I'm saying, nature or the principles of what God
Mm-hmm.
designed,
Mm-hmm.
stuff start breaking. This is my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff start breaking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I say, you can be two different religions. To me, it's not about solely about the religion. It's about the people, those two people, where their mindset is. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because back in the 80s, he actually preached about the Bible and the Quran. If you
Yes.
noticed it, if you ever watched him for over a period of time, he
No,
preached
no, but
about even though he used it in a different way, but he preached about
it,
both. But he used the Bible and the Quran.
and it's the reason why, because nobody's questioning the Bible like that. People do question the Bible like that, but
That's just they struggling with something. That's something they don't want to do.
yeah,
I think if
it's
it's
like
something you don't want to do, you'll probably question it because it's tapping something that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying?
like going back to
Yeah.
the point
Yeah.
of becoming, because it starts so early. Like to me, it starts like 2, 3 years old when you. Now I ain't talking about like paying bills and all this whoop whoop whatever, but it's so much that you taught so early, like
Spiritual base. A spiritual foundation, man. You
like
gotta have that foundation.
like when we used to go to church. It wasn't no plan, it wasn't no on no phone, it
No.
wasn't none of that.
You couldn't even walk down the middle aisle. When the sweet home went from,
You see,
you couldn't even walk down the middle aisle. The ushers will pop you. Then your
and,
mom looking at you from the choir stand, she gonna pop you too. So you
mhm,
gonna get hit 2 times. You know what
and looking like you know better than
I'm saying? Yeah. So
that.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying too is that sometimes some people want out
Hmm.
and they use a situation or another person to say, I don't want to go here because of XYZ. And you have to ask them, did you go to church because of God or did you go to church because of the people?
Um.
Because you building a relationship with God. That's the point of church for me. You building a relationship with God. And
So
everything else trickle down from there.
if my spirit is telling me, and like, no, this ain't the home. This ain't the home. Like you can't. They just there's you can't question it.
I'm not questioning. I'm asking, are you doing it? Because if you're doing it for people, you go to another church and your spirit will tell you that again.
Yeah,
That's all
and
I'm saying.
it ain't the
Now you
home.
jumping around because you'll
No,
never find.
it's you
Go
will
ahead.
know your home when you get there.
But what's your criteria for home though?
Like that, it's
Like
case to
what
it's a
if
case
what if he
basis.
preaching the word that's general and it challenges you to be better? Is that not your home no more because you feel challenged now?
Nobody's gonna feel challenged if it's their home.
Some people do. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You just told me
No,
your spirit say this ain't your home.
it don't, and it's gonna say that you know what? No matter how I receive the message, it's gonna be received. But if my spirit is telling me not spirit, because I know people get
No, say spirit. That's fine.
because
That's fine.
people be like because different spirits gonna always talk to you.
I understand that.
So,
But you have to know why you there for. Are you there for the word to really hear the word, or are you there for other reasons? That's all
and
I'm
then,
saying.
like your word, your character, and how stuff like look at it.
So are you expecting everybody to be perfect
No,
in church?
I know everybody ain't perfect, but
So how do you get to the point where you feel like it's not your home then?
because it because you will know it's just same way like you can tell when somebody run a game on you, can't you? You can always
Yeah,
tell if somebody is
right.
running game or somebody trying to sell you a dream.
I get that part. If it's a person that's not using the Bible
That's
to,
that's
and I
wrong.
understand that part. But it's some people that leave just because somebody didn't look at them right, and that's I'm gone. I'm
Mm-mm.
saying that.
That ain't
Or
that's the
some
ego.
people, or some people leave right. It's ego. Some people leave because I want to watch the football game on Sundays. I don't want to come to church. I'd rather sit at home and watch the football game.
But who am I to say, hey, I get it.
But what I'm saying is, when you really locked
You
in the
you
relationship
gonna
with
make
God, and
time. You gonna make time.
you realize how blessed you are, you can't give God 5 hours, and you give a job 40 hours plus. Some people giving jobs 40 hours plus, but you can't give God
Yeah.
5 hours. That's all I'm saying.
And the only thing I say too, it's like we break it down, like 8, 16, 24.
Right.
You got 8 hours of work, 8 hours of family and God, and 8 hours of sleep. That's how you break it down.
But I'm saying you can't give him 4 hours on a Sunday.
I didn't gave 4 hours every day. Every day. Like people don't realize it, but yeah. Some I ain't gonna say everybody, but yeah, some realize it. Like man,
All right,
if it
second
ain't
point. I ain't gonna thump you because I can go there all
you
day. I'm gonna
out
stop.
there, you can't thump me, but
I'm not gonna thump you, but just what you be saying. We use the
you
Bible
can't
as
thump
thump. You said
me.
people be thumping people with the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
Because it
was
says, "Don't
there.
forsake the gatherings of the saints." Don't. It's like
Yeah,
it don't say it, but it's like don't forsake the gathering of the saints.
yeah,
And I think it's something, man. If you go to church and you find like older people, because like I say, some dudes don't have fathers. But
mm,
if you're going to church, it may be some older guys that's solid at the church that can guide you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And
But when you're not doing it all, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you risk not having that. Like if you in a broken home, it's just your mom or whatever. So
yeah, yeah. And a lot of older people they be set in their ways.
100%. Yeah.
And
And that's dangerous too. Yeah.
uh, shout out to Central Rock, man. They be having the men's group every
Shout out to them, man.
first of the month, and it
What's up?
and it's and it's a good church, a real good church. It ain't it ain't
100%.
yeah, it ain't about all that hoop hollering and whoop whoop whatever, and it's real
Yeah.
solid brothers. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think that if men start to take their families back to church, husband, wife, and kids go to church together,
Not
do you think
don't limit it
that
with
gives
just
the family a
church.
better chance of success, of not being broken?
And I don't want to say just church. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your religion is.
Yeah, whatever your religion is. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
leading
whatever
your
your religion
family.
is,
Yeah.
and
I'm just saying church. That's where I go. Church.
yeah, yeah, cause and that's what I'm saying. Like I just don't
I
want
guess you
to.
go to the mosque, right? I guess you're gonna take your family to the mosque.
No, if I do, that'll be my
Yeah.
decision. But
'Cause
that's what I'm saying. Like if
people saying they want to go to the mosque. You think pastors are rough? They rougher at the
but
mosque. They come at men. They don't play no
that's
games.
you
They
know what
don't
I'm
play no
saying.
games. You know.
They hold men accountable.
But that's
But
men don't like being held accountable. That's the thing.
that
It-
ain't
being
that's
held
they.
accountable now is like it's
Yeah,
being offensive, right?
no.
Because my thing is when you start holding yourself accountable, you start thinking different when you start being accountable. You
Hmm.
make different choices when you hold yourself accountable. When you're
Yeah,
not reckless, yeah.
it's a
Right.
whole different. But what I'm saying is, you can take both principles that both of them have,
Right. 100%.
like sometimes you can be lenient on some things, and sometimes you like I'm just gonna stand on it regardless.
I'm just gonna
But
say this, right? I think sometimes in life we try to, as humans, we try to make flexibility in
hmm
things when we take risk, but
hmm
there just because you want it to be flexible, that don't mean it's gonna be flexible on the other side of that risk that you take.
hmm
Like if somebody say, I stole because I was hungry. Okay, but that doesn't mean when you go to court they're gonna give you the flexibility. You
uh,
have to understand. You can't just say, "Well, they're gonna show me mercy because I was hungry and I stole this bread." That
if
doesn't mean that you're gonna get flexibility. It just don't. You
it,
taking a chance still. You know what I'm saying?
uh, but in
That's
America,
all. And
but
that's in
it,
any religion. You know what I'm saying?
but if you're hungry, nobody gives you nothing. You work for it, and they take that. Listen, I understand it because if it all came down to it, if if I gotta go in the store, not saying that I would, not saying that I
Right.
wouldn't,
For sure.
but if it came down to it, I'm gonna get some up out this store
But do you understand the risk?
to feed. Man, ain't nobody
Right.
worried about no risk.
But if you in
Yeah,
jail, how
boy,
can you
you,
feed your family? You in
boy,
jail. How can
it,
you? How
it
can you feed your
is
family? You in jail?
like it is what it is. It's some people that wouldn't even mind going to jail because they know they're gonna have a place to sleep.
But what about your family though? If you trying to take care of your family, you
That's
in
what I'm
jail. That's
saying.
all I'm
Like,
saying.
but when it get to that point, that's a different point.
That's fine. But I'm
But
saying
if it came
you.
down
What I'm
to
saying is, if you get to that point, you can't expect. You can't guarantee that it's gonna be flexibility on the other side
it,
when you make that decision.
man,
That's
ain't
all I'm
nobody
saying.
and don't nobody care about no flexibility
But that's the thing. When
when
you see him in court, they be
when
want flexibility though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but yeah, because you will know. Like
But that
when
don't mean you
people
gonna get it. What I'm saying is
like
that don't
bro,
mean you gonna
if
get it.
you ever been homeless, if you ain't never been homeless, you can't say what I will and won't do.
I'm not saying what you really want to do. I'm saying your expectations on the other side though. That's what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying. You
Either
can't you
or.
can't you
But if
can't
you
100% expect somebody to give you flexibility if you
they
make that decision to
and
do it.
there's
That's all I'm
and
saying.
there's and there's
I'm
people
not
like
stopping you
me.
from doing it. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying your expectations have to be saying if I do this, it's a
Man,
chance
ain't
that I'm
nobody
going to face punishment for this.
and they already know that before they even started. Like, you know what? Just a big chance I'm gonna get caught.
We just had a video. I was it was months
But
ago, but that little kid had killed somebody and he was crying to his grandma, you know what I'm saying, in the interrogation room, and she
yeah,
told him, I
that's
told you don't go
extreme.
over there. I told you don't go over there, you know what I'm saying? But it be grown men do the same thing. It be
Yeah,
grown men. They do some
that's
crazy stuff,
that's the
and then when it's
extreme.
time to face it, they crying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's extreme to where that's totally different to when you had to feed your family like that. Um,
And that's
like
why I
if
think,
I
man,
rather would I
how do
rather
you
go would I rather go in a store and you know what? How far is the meat from the thing? Oh yeah, the security guard ain't got nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna run up out of there with something. But if you
okay.
going in there with a whole gun, That about $200 right there, $150
Yeah.
that you didn't bought. Yeah, it's not gonna line, but not saying that it's right,
Right. I'm just
but
saying the expectations. You have to know it can go either way on expectation wise after that, the consequences.
always gonna go wrong. It's always gonna go wrong eventually.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying do it, don't do it.
yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
that's the
you have the
mindset. Like it's
expectations.
always
Yeah.
gonna go wrong. Like
Just like we just talked about, you having sex with women and you're not
mhm.
making a commitment, you're taking the risk on either getting the STI, getting pregnant, or it could be something even crazier than that. You know what I'm saying? Baby mama drama. You taking a risk.
And it's
We're not
all
saying do it. I'm telling you, I would tell you don't do it. I would say wait till you
all
get married.
talk
You know what I'm saying?
to have sex.
Yeah, I say wait till you get married. I would say wait
Nah,
till you get married. It's not worth it.
Nah.
Because it'll change your whole mindset. A lot of dudes, well, it's like a Pringle can. Once you pop the plastic off that Pringle and eat one, it's done. It's over, man.
Dude,
You can't just eat one Pringle. You ever ate one
nah,
Pringle?
I can't agree with that. Nah.
Okay. You don't have to agree with it. I'm just telling you, and that's what I'm saying. If you're not taught
No.
this kind of stuff in the beginning, you got to get that spiritual base because you're gonna struggle with it because that's what you naturally want to do. You have to be able to overcome the desires of your flesh. You got to be able to overcome.
Man, it's been going on. Boy,
That don't mean it's right, and that's why we're in the situation we're in now. Broken home. That's why we in the situation. That's why we're in broken home.
No, that's not why we in a situation.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. So the second point: 2 people not taking the time to learn and grow through the tough times. Is that causing a broken home? Does it get to that point too? 2 people not taking the time to learn each other, right? And they just you lusting after a woman instead of learning. Like, nah, I just want this man. I'm not sure learn about her. No, I met you at the club like 2 days ago. What am I gonna learn about you for? You know what I'm saying? But that happens.
Like I say, I'm a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near every woman. Every. And I count on both my hands. Both my hands. I don't need to add no pinky toe. Every woman that I've been with, I knew, like, no, if we do it, I know who that person is. I really know him.
How long does it take to really know somebody?
In
your opinion, what you think?
Me, I'm a little bit. I'm difficult, so I asked a difficult question.
But how long do you take to get to know somebody? You can ask questions, but how long do it take to get to know somebody?
Like,
or do you ever really know somebody? Do you ever really know somebody?
Yeah, once you stay with somebody, you know them.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a concept. Just tell me what you think. If you didn't grow up with this person from when they was born until now, do you 100% know a person? Probably not. So you have to say, I probably know this person enough, probably like 60%, maybe 70%. Because if you met a person in 5th grade, you probably only know that person from when you met them in 5th grade up. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what happened from kindergarten to 4th grade. That's all I'm saying, like that.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, like, if the person I'm romantically involved with, I'd rather take my chances just getting to know a person.
So when you told me about the person you was in Fort Smith, you actually knew that person?
Yeah. I actually did.
Y'all stayed to, you know how far Fort Smith is from here? You see, you do that person.
Okay. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not like everybody else. Like, I asked a difficult question. I asked a difficult question. I asked everything.
A difficult question too. I just didn't commit.
And everything in between. So that's what I'm saying. Like, before I even lay down with a motherfucker.
Jay.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
Is my background too loud?
A little bit. You can hear it a little bit, not too much though.
Say something else.
Let me turn it on.
So what do you think, man? He probably talking to son real quick. But yeah, man. But see, this is the thing too, right? We talk about accountability, right? There are a lot of women and men that land down with each other and they don't really know each other. It was just like somebody sold somebody the magic beans, and yeah. And that's why we're in the situation. In my opinion, that's why a lot of homes are broken, because people are laying down with each other. They don't know each other. And then you taking that risk, somebody get pregnant. Well, I mean, I didn't want to be with you. I mean, I know you're pregnant, but I didn't want to be with you like that. I was just smashing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's why like I didn't have to go sleep with a bunch of women to even know. Like, no, like I'm already just looking and paying attention to everything a person says. Not only paying attention to what they say, the actions. And like I didn't never need a big body count. Cause once the nut gone and you see how a person act and talk, be
Yeah, the
like, man,
lust. Yeah, the thrill is gone. That's what lust. Yeah.
I ain't got to sit up there and deal with none of that stuff.
And that's why I said two people not taking the time to learn and grow. The lust royal way, you know, right? The lust royal way.
Yeah, well, not necessarily let's go away, but you see what you really want. They
That's
can
not the
happen
lust.
with
That's not the lust going away.
they can happen with sex or without it. Let's say I've known somebody for 3 months. I'm not gonna like them at the end of 3 months if we have sex or if we don't. I know the real you know, in 3 months.
Hey,
Might
what
as
do you
well
think
have a
that?
lot of fun.
How long do you think it takes to get to know a person? Or do you ever know a person fully?
A lifetime. Uh, I know Peele, I know Mike, I know you guys, I know my
No, no.
brother,
Yeah.
but it takes one time. My brother smokes crack. Now everything I knows about him is different because he will
Yeah.
sacrifice those different things.
Right.
So things he used to value greatly are now gone because he has set his mom out for a rock. So
Yeah.
a person is only one decision or a consistent decision making the same choice
Right.
many times away from being a totally different person. A person chooses to be who they are every day. You gotta
Yeah.
wake up and choose to be honest
But
John.
if a
You got
but
to
if a
choose to
dude
be people.
but if a dude meet a girl at elevations, I know a lot of kids probably don't even remember what that is, but you meet a girl at elevations that night and you talk to her the next day. Like, how long do it take to even get to know her at 60%? I mean, you just met her the other day. And we talk about
Uh,
broken homes. This kind of stuff happens. You meet a girl, you talking to her, you met her on Tuesday at the club, and y'all probably smashing on Friday.
Listen.
It
yeah, it
happens,
seems like
man.
you really want to discredit people's uh, chemistry and attraction to each other. Like it doesn't
No,
mean
the lust.
anything. It's not important, but you have to have some kind of attraction to
Right,
somebody to even
right.
talk to them. You
Well,
don't say,
can we
"I."
agree that men? Can we agree that men can have sex with women without being attracted to them?
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay,
People
okay,
masturbate and they not. Yeah. People
yeah,
masturbate and they not
yeah.
attracted to the hand. So yeah.
nah.
Two couch cushions get to looking good. A man to go put something in it. But y'all said earlier, you're dealing with a woman short term. She ended up pregnant. I don't want to get her pregnant. Now you got to deal with the consequences of your
Broken
action.
home, yeah. Taking that
But
broken home.
but it's not a consequence. It's a privilege to be in that child you created's life. The
But a lot of people are
privilege
not.
to make a child. You have that opportunity,
So why
and
are we
it's
living in the
not
age
a
where it's more
consequence.
broken homes? Why are we living in a generation where it's more broken homes, single parent households than it is with both parents?
It comes from both parents, right?
Yeah,
Seeing value.
right.
They don't see value in a woman with my kid, your kid. They
Yeah,
don't see her value because she's not what she's supposed to be right now. I
no,
don't
they
see
met
her
in crazy
value.
terms. They didn't meet on the
Uh,
terms of him looking at her for value. They didn't meet on the terms.
Hold on.
no.
Hey, John.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's your mic popping. It's popping.
My bad.
Yeah, if you don't meet on those terms, or if you don't set those kind of terms, most time dudes not even gonna look at you in that way. Especially like I say, if they met you in a place like where it don't even call for a commitment. Like I literally just met you at Bar Louie's or whatever, the place downtown, like on Wednesday. I'm not even looking at you as a commit. I just met you 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I notice real people and real connections. It's not what you think it is. I
Mhm.
Sure.
expected to meet a good girl at church, but I met her at Walmart.
That's why
You
it
can't
takes
pick the
time.
place.
It takes time to get to know a person. You can't just do it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can't do nothing. You can take the
But
right
girls
one.
get smashed in 30 seconds.
You can take the right one and meet her and know she's the one in 30 seconds. You can take the wrong one and bet her
Yes.
for 10 years and she's still wrong for you.
Do you think some dudes ignore? Do
So
you
I
think some
got
dudes ignore the wrong things though? I think some dudes
Yeah.
ignore the wrong things though.
They don't ignore it.
Yes.
They don't ignore it. They just don't care. Like when you young and in your teens and 20s, you think you're gonna be Superman forever. You're not
Yeah.
ignoring it. You're just gonna be like, you know what? I can handle anything right now.
So another point, our homes become broken. People have unrealistic expectations toward each other,
Uh-uh.
and they end up splitting up because they got unrealistic expectations. You expecting this person to do this, and you're not even meeting up to the bar that you setting for another person. This happens all the time.
It does.
You want me to meet this standard, and you ain't even up to the standard that you trying to put me.
But
Yeah, I want a man to go to church every Sunday and leave Sunday school. When last time you been to church?
I
I
got a
go when
club
I
toe.
can. My
Yeah, I
car
got a
been
club
acting up.
toe, so I can't get out the bed that early. You know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah, so
bum
you
knee.
want the man to do all these things
Yeah.
or make you do something you don't want to do. But that's human nature. You know, I want a millionaire, but I ain't nowhere close to one.
Right. What you about to say, Peele?
But I will say this. Like you could think about where you started and where you at now. Of course you're not gonna be the same person.
Right.
But if you put it out there like, no, this is what this is where I'm going. Whether you here with me or not. Like that's why I always stress, like I'm not acting like I'm perfect. But I was very selective on the women that I chose.
Right.
I always been that way.
I think most people are selective in whatever they do. It just depends on what you do, your perspective. Because I can sit here and tell you that even the girls I talked to back then, I was selective in some sort of way. It was like NFL, like Mel Kiper. I mean, I could tell you like what I'm looking for. I mean, so I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying everybody do it in different ways. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But one thing about it, two things for sure. I know where the hoes at though. But I'm just saying. I know where the hoes at.
But
I
I'm saying
know where the hoes at.
even regular women. It's some women they not that and they still out in the game. Like they just get got a couple times. It happens, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, you
Yeah,
know.
but
Yeah,
I think I got a good pick or two. I never
yeah.
met. I have rare occasions where I met a real bad woman. A lot of women that I have, not a lot, but some women I slept with,
Will Chamberlain, you'll
I
be like,
can
what Chamberlain?
still, I can still be Facebook friends with them, comment or like a picture, and it can just be that.
Right.
It don't have to be beef. It don't have to be hiding like some still going on. It's just, hey, what's going on?
So the last point on this one is um, either man or woman have unresolved trauma that affects thoughts or mindset going into the future. They never resolve it. They bring it into the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is what it comes out when you don't know a person. You don't know what that person been through before you met them. You know what I'm saying? Then they have unresolved drama. It's like people say bringing baggage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, they can't
Yeah,
never.
and sometimes you can know it takes a long time to unlearn that behavior.
Yeah.
And that's even when you know about it, let alone when you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Uh, Everything affects you. You
100%.
can't just skip past this stuff.
Right.
Going into another relationship, your baggage is almost like another person or personality that your person has, and you have to deal with looking at marriage more, looking at raising a child, the good and the bad. So the good, you had a good father. You project those expectations on him. that's a good thing leading to a negative thing. Your father wasn't there, so you accept anything. That's a bad thing. So it's everything affects you.
Man, and
Yeah.
it's damn near like a catch-22 to it all. Like once you really been with a person and stay with a person, you'll see like, oh, well, dang, this she don't cook, clean like she did to get me. Then once she got me, I was like, dang.
But you just
Not
said
not
like,
saying my not saying
right, I
that's
know.
my
But I'm saying, but it goes to what you were saying a few minutes ago. Not saying with your situation, but you have to understand that that person's not gonna be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Like unrealistic expectations. Like you still expecting them to be blue chip, but are you being blue chip? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it can happen like that. It take more than just it take a. That's why I say that spiritual base is important because it take a lot of work for two people to stay with each other because it's a constant mindset battle sometimes. You know what
Yeah, but like sometimes if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. And like
I'm saying?
a
Right.
spirituality feel like your marriage is a duty and you don't enjoy it and you feel like
That's
you're a
perspective.
slave to God's word. He keep telling you to do the right thing, but that ain't in me. That I don't want to be with a person that has to fight the spirit, and to
Yeah.
fight the word of God. It's just in them to be who they are.
Can you
yeah.
determine that before you marry a person though?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because they're saying the right things, but it's a fight in them.
Yeah,
mhm,
that's true.
like and I got a lot of scrutiny on the post was deleted.
He deleted it. They were
It
eating
wasn't
them
me.
up.
No,
They were
no,
eating them up, man.
no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But
Uh,
I was like, no man wants a combative woman. And when I said
oh yeah, for
combative,
sure.
it's a trigger word. And
And that's biblical, man. Like it was like a woman can tear down a whole house. A wise woman build up a house. A woman that's not wise would tear down the house. It said a man would rather be on the roof than be in the house with a woman that's unruly or something like that.
like,
Yeah, 100%.
and I don't act like I'm just bigger than nobody.
That's the
But
thing, man. Like when you grow and when you really start growing and start being accountable and changing, some people not gonna like that because they don't want to be accountable and change. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, sometimes that's how it happens. And they think that you looking down. No, it ain't that I'm looking down. I'm just trying to tell you what I learned, what the stuff I had to change from.
yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
and that's why I always stress like you don't have to. You're not. I know what you're saying. I trust me. I know what you're saying. But everybody, like, you gotta realize, like, the choice of words. This is where people get it messed up. At like, you can use every analogy that you didn't went through with whatever, but your choice of words is a trigger to some people, not all.
Now, oh,
To
I gotta
some,
say what you said. Go ahead, finish.
yeah, to some. So soon as they see it, like, soon as they see it, like you can put up a post, like after we get done talking or whatever, you can put up a post with a word and it say hashtag men will start leading again.
Mm-hmm.
Here come the combative ones. Well,
Now,
what do you mean?
is that your fault or is it their fault
No,
for having unresolved trauma?
it's it ain't your fault because you know
Am I right?
if I say hashtag stop being combative, guess what? I'm about to get cussed out. I
But
know
are
it.
you, if you're telling the truth, are you willing to stand on that though?
Mhm.
When he stand on what he said, sure, dealing with the backlash is a different thing. You shouldn't have to take it, Bruce. for.
Sometimes you're gonna take the backlash for the truth. You're gonna take it. It just come with it.
And another
Sometimes
thing,
being a husband, telling the house that we not gonna be able to do this tonight because we trying to be disciplined, you probably gonna take some. You're gonna be the bad guy in the house that day. But they'll
yeah,
probably thank you later. They just
white
come
don't
with.
mean you don't have to fight. And
But
another thing, you think telling somebody and helping somebody, they're going to welcome it with open arms. Sometimes that's your test to
right,
deliver the good news in times when it's going to be hard.
right, exactly.
People are
Yeah,
going to be rejecting it. They're going to be doing this. That's why a lot of people are not led to ministry because they don't pass that test.
right,
The people that ain't happy to see you coming,
right,
happy with your good advice,
right,
happy with your great counsel.
right.
They pick it apart, and that's your test. It's not even about them; it's about
Right.
you.
And that's what I'm trying to say
I
too.
need to hear
If
that.
you had the little word, it's not their fault that they're dealing with whatever they're dealing with to get triggered by that. That's unresolved trauma. If they
Yeah.
get triggered by that, if you're
But
coming from a good place and you're saying it from a good place and somebody get triggered by that, that's not your fault. That's on them. That's something that they struggle with. They struggling with the feminine stuff. I don't know. Some women got their feminine stuff where they feel like I don't need to be led by no man. This and that, this and that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like
And a lot of them women be single. A lot of them women be 50 years old and be single too. Wonder why they can't find a man though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, but it's strength and weaknesses. It's not always like the man has to do this, the man has to do this. It's not certain tasks. He can be a more silent leader. He can be a vocal leader. He can be different,
But he has to be a
even
leader though.
financial leader.
But he has to
He
be a
can
leader
be
though.
good at writing stuff down and making a plan. And
Right.
you're the woman is the big powerful person.
But it's
but
some
So,
women out there,
but
not all women, but they're like we're like 20% of women. They just can't accept that the
like
man should lead. You know, they just can't accept it. They just like they can't
but
accept
like
if the man ain't
we
wise enough to lead, don't choose him.
it.
man,
For real.
and it goes back to the point of what I always been saying. Like, bro, you can deal with anybody, but when you leave, I'm talking about really leave. And some don't understand is like, yeah, yeah, some might not be able to build a house, fix the carport, or do any of that stuff. He might have a little change, but still, you know what? He'll be like, you know what? I'm not about to pay somebody to put up some gutters on the house. And women have to understand, like it's okay to take a step back. And young bulls, that's one of the things that I love about this generation now. They have the power to lead. The only thing is they missing is the ones that's really gonna keep it real. Like, no, I don't want to hear about how many women you slept with.
Right.
I
100%.
don't I don't want to hear
But they
about
sometimes though they don't even want to hear wisdom. They say wisdom is outdated,
no.
but that's
They
that
they
person made it to 70. You don't make it to 70 years old by accident, 75, 78. You don't make it there
matter.
by accident. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It took some wisdom to get there, but kids be like, I don't want to hear that. That's outdated.
yeah.
Like, do
Yeah,
you
And
and
realize that this ain't
men
by
gotta
accident?
take
like
some stuff more seriously.
Yeah.
and
But I get what you're saying though.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it because why? Because and I don't want to put the business out there like that. But I'm just actually seeing it firsthand. Like, listen, The drill rap is almost gone. Um, being a stand-up person is kind of making its way back because
But
a
see,
lot
it's
of
the
them,
thing.
so,
What everybody has a different definition of stand up, though. You got to set a solid
man,
definition, right?
like listen, Mike,
Yeah, go ahead.
like listen, like some of this stuff, a lot of it. What I'm saying is like I've been in the trenches so long that I already know probably like 3 or 4 steps before they even make the move. But I'm also I also been in corporate just as long.
Yeah, 100%.
So and then you say like it's 4 steps ahead. And that's what I'm trying to show people. I was like, okay, what you preach about is like, okay, uh have a skill, how this. And I'm like, do you understand? Like, hey man, you got the skills and this jobs are laying off people now. They laying off. And I was
So,
like,
so when you think about laying off, what group of people are they laying off?
they laid off the older people.
Younger people too, like entry level
No,
jobs too. A lot
no,
of entry level jobs are getting laid off.
no. They
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
like it was one
yes.
hundred percent, like 100%. Everybody that's 59 and older, laid them off. Laid them off. So
What
if
kind
you
of
don't,
jobs were they? What kind
no,
of jobs were they?
it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter.
Okay, I'm just saying it's different
It
skill
wouldn't.
jobs. You rarely see them get laid off.
It wouldn't even matter. Like that's the that's the part that people missing. Like you
When last
got,
time you see tradesmen get laid off?
I wouldn't even know because I'm not a
Man,
trader.
they strike a lot. They have strikes and stuff like that, and they have
Yeah,
stabs. Everybody has their
right.
um struggle. Anything that can be considered a job,
Right.
skilled or not skilled, are
But
gonna have trouble.
you know what the difference is when you have a skill. Let's say if you be a tradesman, right, and you go be a plumber, you got the skill to be a plumber. Even if you get laid off, if you have enough reputation and enough know how to do it, you can make money on the side or without having to work for somebody
It's,
if you want to.
it's like
Yeah,
deja vu.
but like
Versus
you said,
It,
nothing's
being a
ironclad.
cashier at
Nothing's
Target, being a cashier at Target, you can't take that nowhere else.
no, yeah, nothing. Nothing's
Nothing is
ironclad.
certain, but your
Everybody has
skill
their
can be taken
difficulty.
away. Nothing is certain, but
When
your
you're
skill can
skilled,
be
you
taken away.
have less things to hoops to hop through. But nothing's ironclad.
Nothing's ironclad. I'm talking about, but your skills that you learn along the
but
way, they can't be taken away from you.
you and that's you see what I'm saying.
But
And
what
that's
people
what
are
I'm.
willing
No,
to
no,
pay
no.
for those skills,
Now
though.
listen, and that's what I'm saying. How easily people forget.
I've been laid off before. I'm saying I know I've been laid off
No,
before.
how easily people forget because we at a certain age, a sweet age. No, it's showing you. It's showing you. This is this what about to happen. But for me, I already knew it. Like I tried to tell people when we first moved back from Texas to Arkansas. I tried I tried to tell people I was like, man, this is y'all about 13 about 13 years behind. and I saw it. They gonna pay somebody else. You make 26, they gonna pay somebody else 18. $4 per person. Do it every year. Man, that about 3 or 4 million saved anyway.
What kind of jobs you think they doing that though? If you give somebody a picture, what do you think they doing it at? What section or what
It wouldn't
arena they doing it in though?
it wouldn't even matter. That's what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't even matter. Like every it wouldn't even matter. Cause you'll see it.
Yeah, what this administration is trying to do is make everybody feel unsafe. The
It,
money, the job, skilled or unskilled, tech or tradesmen,
it,
they're trying to make them feel less valued and shake everybody up.
I ain't falling for it. I'm just saying I ain't falling for it. Yeah.
mm. And that's the thing. You ain't gotta fall for it. But you have to know, like,
But you
bro,
live in, and you live in, and you use, and you profit off the system. They're trying to make you think the system doesn't work.
Mhm.
Education doesn't work. Skills don't work. Trades don't work. Everything is up in the air. You know, there's fear mongering.
and,
Yeah.
and hey, and this is the part, Mike. That's what I'm saying. That's when you have to have faith.
Spiritual base. I just
Amen.
spiritual base, right?
Listen, because
Yeah.
it all gonna boil down to, man, you got faith or not.
Right.
Like if this whole thing blows up, you gotta have faith,
Yeah. 100%.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it's a catch-22 to it all. I mean, like
All right.
everything, like what you're saying ain't wrong. I'm just saying, it's like, hey,
So listen to what I'm saying now. Can a broken home be avoided?
catch-22. It can, but um, the kids might. You've been doing everything right this whole time, and the kid be like, "I ain't got enough. I ain't did it," and they'll be considered a broken home to them. You've been doing right all this time, and they be like, "What? I done moved these kids and got them a nice place, and well, I do hear mom and dad argue sometimes. I don't want to hear it. Sensitive to it. Sensitive, autistic type stuff. And I'm real big on this stuff. Like, real big on autism. Because I can listen to music, but I don't want to listen to music like that. It shows you. And these are the people that are reproducing and have trauma, undiagnosed trauma. And it be tough on them. It be tough on them.
So how can you avoid it in your opinion? How can a person
Man,
avoid?
you can't avoid it because it was
I think you
already
can.
written. It was already written.
Power of choice, man. It's free will.
It's
God of free
already,
will, bro.
Mike. It's already written.
God of
Sometimes
free
free
will.
will is a movie.
Make good choices, man.
It's already written.
You can make good choices, man.
You can, but it's already
Because you
written.
choose to have sex, whether you want to agree with it now. You choose to have sex.
Yeah,
Both
it's
people
illusion of a choice.
choose to have sex. Hmm? It's a choice.
It's already written. That's what. And I
To me, that
stand on that.
to me, I think choice. I
Yeah,
don't want to get
because
no cop out.
you can not eat. You know, you can drink more water. You cannot drink any water. You know, so
It's already written. That's why, like, I'm
Wow.
trying. I'm trying to get people to understand it. Like, no, it's already written, bro.
Give yourself a cop out. I'm
No,
not
it's
giving
not.
myself a cop out.
It's no,
You
it's
have
not
a
a.
choice. You have a
It's
choice.
no, it's not a
Life
cop.
is all about choices, bro. It's all
But
about
it
choice.
at the end of the day, you always gonna say like no, like listen, bro.
Okay.
It was already written. You stand on the Bible. I'm trying to tell you, like it's already written. It's already
I
written.
think it can. If you make good choices, if you get around the right people, I think you can avoid a broken home. But if you land with dudes or dudes land with girls that's making poor decisions, man,
Yeah,
that's when
and,
you
and another thing, that's why being homosexual is such so appealing, because you don't actually didn't get anybody pregnant. Nobody's pregnant.
Yeah, that took a different turn, but
A
many
man
of
never had
that.
another man
but
pregnant.
it's true.
A
But
woman
it's
never had
true.
another woman pregnant. So the end broken homes, homosexuality, we should embrace homosexuality.
That cause broken homes too, right?
Some
Dudes
For
marrying
what
women.
family?
Dudes
You
marrying
telling
women.
me men making the choice and who they having sex with causes this. And then I say men who choose men
No. You're not letting
decreasing
me
it.
finish. You're not
You
letting me finish. You're not letting me
okay?
finish. I said men that's doing that, but then they're marrying woman and then tell them, hey, I've been with men, and the woman find out,
yeah,
and
that's
it's a wrap. She not being with this dude no more. It's a wrap. Home broken, just like that.
what they already been doing.
Well,
Or if a
that's her
dude,
choice
or if a dude,
for
if a
not being
dude tell
open
a woman,
minded.
if a
That
dude, what
man
if a dude?
chose to be with her. So
But what if
just
a
because
dude?
he did something in the past, you can't keep harping on that.
And
That's your choice. I've heard a lot of women say they ain't going. I heard a lot of women say they ain't going.
but at the
Or
same
Yeah.
have y'all ever heard? I've seen this. A dude tell a woman that he bi. He not gay, but he bi.
yeah, once you did, so
Well,
But
it's a lot
I'm
of
telling
stuff
you
like
what
in
is out here.
public.
How these
Yeah,
dudes think.
in
but
public they're not gonna promote that type of man that's not ideal. But the man they know, the man they love, the man that's doing for their family, they're gonna accept.
I
Actually,
don't know.
speak louder than words.
Okay. All right. All right.
yeah, but but yeah,
This can be the cure to the problem of the broken home.
Yeah.
We can stop creating them,
Yes.
and we can start to mend and build.
You gotta learn how to live with another person, man. Some people can't live with another person. They not. Um.
they can.
Some weird people they can't, man. It's hard. They can't live with another person, bro. Why you in my space? They like OCD to the max. Why you in my space? Why you
Yeah,
didn't wash your hands? You didn't wash your hands for 10 seconds. I don't like that. You know what
yeah. Like me
Yeah.
and my ex are better friends because we don't have to be around each other.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Type shit.
Yeah,
But
just drop my kid off, and I don't have to be a
like,
mama for a weekend, or I don't have to be a daddy for a week. So,
yeah.
um, it is
What?
what it is.
Hey man, and I had to learn myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I am the OCD real bad, real bad.
I can see that. I see how you cook the ribs just like the same way every time. Like this dude got OCD.
And it looks the same, but I was
Every
like,
time, like this dude got OCD, man. I'm gonna smoke it for 2.3 hours. I got a
mm-hmm.
timer, man. I got the right seasoning. It got to go on a certain way.
And I had to because I had to remember like
Yeah.
my grandma raised me, and she's like everybody look up to her, and then I'm like the student, but it also showed me like when it come to women, I have a certain standard. I really do like, but I'm lenient with everything because she showed me. hey man, you know my brother. He smoked
Is
dope,
it,
but
well,
he smoked
can you
dope.
be lenient on the standard though? I thought the standard
What
is to
what
kind of keep things in line instead of being lenient.
nah when the standard is out there, like it's certain things, you can understand. Like
Right.
everything ain't gotta be cut off your hand.
No, 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 no.
Everything ain't gotta be a cruel punishment.
Like what I'm
Everything.
saying is like even in sports, like there's a standard for a point guard, right? And if you go outside of it, they're like, "What are you doing? You're not being a point guard. I don't know what you're
Oh,
doing, but you're not
they
being a point
changed
guard."
it. It's been changed.
But it's
Like
still a standard, though. It's still a standard. They changed it, but there's another standard now,
and it's
right?
always everything's gonna come back full circle. That's
Right.
the only thing I've been saying. Like
I'm
everything's
just
gonna
saying sometimes a standard is made to keep you from going off the rails, but people try to go against the standard, though. That's all I'm saying.
and there's nothing wrong with it.
But you
It's
got to take what
nothing.
come with it. When you get outside the
So
standard, you got to take what come with it.
what
It's like
what
a cornerback. If a cornerback don't follow the standard of a cornerback when he on a receiver, when you on the island,
the
you
standard
can
for
do
who?
that T step. But if you ain't used to doing that, you got to take what come with when you take that T step. You
But
probably gonna get burnt
it's
by a
the
receiver.
standard
You know
for
what I'm saying?
who?
Huh?
It's the standard for who? Because like and I watch basketball and I watch sports and stuff. And John, you know the same way. Like, hey man, they line up in the fight too. They ain't strong in it. They're not strong in it. They stronger in
Right.
fourth,
I mean, it's like a
third
linebacker.
quarter.
If you don't go at the offensive line right, you're gonna get hemmed
Mm,
up really fast. You know what
no,
I'm saying?
no,
Really fast.
it's the team that you playing against. You see, they are weak. Like, I know what looks good on paper, but if I'm
But
playing
that,
somebody,
but it's weak teams that follow the standard though. They can still win if they follow the standard though, and
no,
they can be weak as
no,
well. I'm just
they
okay. All right.
they already had the film the formula. Like, say for instance, when I was playing basketball, whatever, I know what this person can do, what this person can do, and I ain't care. I ain't care. Why? Because I know, hey, you got a weak link right there. If I take two dribbles to the left, he's gonna jump. Soon, because he already know, like, boy, you gotta jump. Two dribbles to the left, hezzy, and take one more dribble because he already jumped in the air. It's just certain things like you gotta pay attention to detail with women,
Right.
life,
100%.
life, and all that.
Do you realize how difficult it is to even talk to multiple women? It's a attention to detail. That's not
Yeah.
easy to do. That's not easy. I'm not trying to say it's right. I'm just
It
saying it's still
depends
not
on
easy
it
to do.
depends on your skill set,
Yes, 100%. Do you know how hard
and
it is to
that's
do a
what
one night
Peele is
stand?
saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you know how hard it is to do a one night stand? Like to even do that, like to execute a one night stand is not easy to do. I'm not saying it's right. It's not right, but I'm saying, but it's not easy to do at all,
Yep.
man. The
And I'm
stars almost got to align for you sometimes for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So
and
I
that,
understand level of detail. I mean, that's the only way you're going to be successful at that, in my opinion. You got to pay attention to detail because sometimes they happen so fast. You got to be able to catch on. You know what I'm
and
saying? What's going on? But
just
yeah,
think, like I saw this early in like I know because I steal the game from the older people. It's easy to talk to women.
so what's some of the ways that kids are affected by a broken home?
Shit.
What you say? Some of the ways the kids are affected.
Yeah, what's some of the ways the kids are affected by a broken home?
Um, Seeing their mom and dad trying to find love, looking for love in all the wrong places.
Boy,
Um, Men and women going through the house. No consistent male role model. No consistent mother figure.
yeah,
Um, no stability, split resources. It's supposed to be two people bringing in resources. Now you get one, possibly multiple kids. Um, it's hard. You were not supposed to raise a kid alone,
Right.
Yep.
and now you're calling grandma mama. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you think I'm talking about like the kids, like some kids that act out because they don't they get that attention, it spills over into like when they at school and stuff, they may crash out. Mental stuff they deal with. Some dudes go violent because you know what I'm saying, they taking it out because they don't have that guidance at home or whatever. It's all kind of ways kids are affected. Sometimes it affects them in relationships in the future. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes like, man, my dad was a player, my grandpa was a player, so I got to be a player too. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And some dudes they don't want to be a player just because of what they
yeah.
saw.
So
Entertainment.
I think it takes a strong woman to get the player mentality out. Seeing the person you prey upon,
Yeah.
Yeah,
um, but
because there's some women that tell their daughters, if he can't pay your bills, you don't need to talk to him. That
Yeah.
happens too.
That
You know what I'm saying?
and but also like I can't say they wrong about it, but I also will say,
But it's so vague though. It's a really vague statement,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
sets you up for the kill shot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, I had to put my boy to bed. I see
All
y'all
right, bro.
later.
All right, bro.
uh,
Appreciate you for coming on though. Yep.
but
But yeah, go ahead. What you about to say, Peele?
I'm also seeing like uh when I was growing up, it was kind of like few, far, and in between
Of what? Free far in between of what?
of just really just um taking the game in and really understanding.
Oh yeah, for sure. Cause you
It,
see, that's what we was talking about earlier. Like when you were a kid, you don't have that foundation shit. Like when you don't have the when you got a broken home, you don't have your dad to sit down with you and talk about why what you processing. You just processing it
Mhm.
and then going off what you process instead of saying, "Hey, pops, what you think about this?" You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
missed it. I know I did. I'm just saying for me.
Yeah,
You know,
and
and you process a lot of information, then you either gonna say, well, I'm not gonna do that, or you say, you know what, I think I could do that better if I do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
and and I caught a little glimpse of it, like with
yeah,
my pops. You know what I'm saying? I caught a
yeah.
little glimpse of it, but like he showed me what what to do and what not to do. Like,
How did you get to the point where you can trust him to what he's showing you, even though he didn't show you that physically, but he's telling you? How did you get to that point?
uh,
I think kids need to hear that. A young man need to hear that because a lot of young dudes that say that, like, you telling me what's real, but you're not showing me that.
uh
You know what I'm saying?
like that's their own. That's their own little thing.
Right. That's the
But my,
struggle they struggle with.
yeah, that's it's gonna be a revolving door. But trust me when I tell you that. Like my pops never lied to me. He never lied to me. He might have said he was coming to pick me up, but then I realized like once I hung with him like that even more, and I'm just young.
Right.
My pops never lied to me. He always said, "Hey, there's my daughter, there's my son, there's my daughter, there's my son."
But well, I guess what I'm saying is, did him not being with your mom, did it have an effect on you?
Nah,
It didn't?
nah,
Because some
no,
kids it do. Some kids
no,
they want their
no,
mom and dad to be around.
nowhere near. Because my mom is a dope person anyway,
Right.
and at times I be acting like her sometimes because I was like shit because I don't be wanting to deal with people a lot.
Oh, you got you don't want to deal with people. Boy
A
said, I'm a
lot,
turtle. I'm in
a
the shell.
lot,
Leave me alone.
a
Yeah.
lot.
See?
Like, and I see it, but It was
How
my
do you overcome it? How do you overcome that?
it was like I am the most social, antisocial person ever. How I overcame it? It's like, man, I got my cousin, I got my uncles, I got an uncle that was here.
If you was a Gemini, I would really take you 100%. If you was a Gemini, but you ain't a
Yeah,
Gemini, so you ain't gonna. You,
and
I don't
and
think you
that's
the
why,
most
like,
antisocial social person. Yeah.
yeah, and that's
If
what
you
I'm
was a
trying.
Gemini, I believe you. You was a Gemini, I believe you. But you're a Gemini though.
Yeah,
I'm,
and
I'm messing with you, man.
that's the
You know, Gemini,
thing.
we
Like,
two people. You know, Gemini.
yeah, like me and Gemini, we have our tits and tats, but you know, uh, and I put this out there. My mama's dope, and I wish she would be able to tell her story. Uh, but I also would say like, uh, it was my grandma and my aunts and my the one uncle showed me like, nah, like people, you have to really think. You know what I'm saying? Think, read books.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you.
Uh, be serious about your education. Like,
And some kids, man, like when they in an unstable home
mhm,
or a broken home, they're not being told these things. It's just survive. You know what I'm saying?
they
That's the
they
tough part.
they they taught certain things, but it wasn't fully elaborated on.
Because
Like,
mama might not have time to sit down and teach you to work at school because she got to go. She got to work two jobs,
she got to work.
especially at 2025. I can only imagine. You can't just live on one income in 2025, depending on what you do. You know what I'm saying? If you're a
Like,
single parent too, I can't even imagine how tough it is. You know what I'm saying?
one of the biggest things, like I always said, like I'm gonna get mama a house. And once I got a little older, and I was like, okay, my brother doing this. I was like, yeah, she finally gonna get mama to this house. And then he passed away.
Yeah.
Uh, my grandma, she passed away before a lot of things fully transpired, but it was that it was that weekend of Thanksgiving. She gave me that confirmation, like you doing all right.
Yeah.
Like
And see that.
I ain't got to
Go
worry
ahead.
about you no more.
And see that's another thing too, right? Kids get affected. They'll say, "I've seen this. I had homeboys I grew up with. If my mom and dad don't care, why should I care?" And then they live reckless. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
That happens too. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general that
Yeah,
kind of stuff happens.
I
Like
get it.
you think about it in O Block, them dudes like if my mom don't care, my
Mm,
dad don't care, man, I'll murk a dude out here. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They get aggressive. Like man, who cares? They just start down that path. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like who gonna tell me no? Who gonna tell me I can't do it? You know what I'm
and
saying?
and the
And then they
study,
just go down that path. Mhm.
like to become Peele, it took work because you know me as Peele, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's like,
And that's why I said earlier, how long do it take to really, or do you ever really know a person
mm,
fully? Because you met them at different
yeah,
times in their life. You know what I'm saying?
oh, and that's what I'm saying. When 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 a person is really being vulnerable, you're gonna have to see it.
Right.
They don't and I know we on live and stuff like that, but I'm showing you. Like, bro, this I know people ain't got no clue. So who I am, but it is some people that be like, what? It's the real
I know
truth.
people don't know who I am. I mean, come on, Peele. You see my page? I only got 800 followers. You think people know who I am?
Mhm.
But it don't
But
matter.
it's just break it down to show like, oh, hey, bro, whatever lane you choose, that's you.
100%.
Like, ain't,
Let your
hey,
results do the talking for you.
hey.
Let your results do the talking for you.
And I'm just the in between. Like, I ain't nothing more, nothing less.
So the last one, and we probably talk about a little bit of sports after this, is what would you say to a person to help them get through the effects of a broken home or help them get to a point of healing? What would you say to a kid that's experiencing in that now?
Uh,
Man, it's cold back here, boy.
go back to your roots. That's
What's
the
the roots?
only.
What do you mean by go back to your roots?
Go back to your roots, cause a
Like,
lot of
what are you
stuff.
considering roots? Like what would if you telling a kid that what are you saying roots like go back to your grandparent? What's roots?
The roots are is you want to put it to what I see.
Yeah, just like if you
All
talking
right,
to a kid, 'cause they can sound vague to a kid.
what I see is go back to your roots. Um, like how I was brought up. How I was brought up. Going back to your roots is my great grandma. She was the one that introduced me to Richard Pryor, Fred Sanford, all this. Go back to your roots.
Cause some
You-
people
Hold
don't
on.
even know who their great grandma is, bro. They
Hold
can't
on.
go back that far. I'm
Hold
just saying.
on, mate.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Go back to your roots. The Fred Sanford. Learning how to plant your garden. Learn how to garden and all this stuff. Learn how to uh, when you're sitting in about three or four of us in the living room, we had to uh, peel them peas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's when she put that butter on your head to get rid of the headache, your high blood pressure. This is what I'm saying. Go back to your roots. The certain thing, I can't say everything, but I can say enough.
Yeah.
That's like, man, I wasn't raised like everybody else. I wasn't raised like.
You know, what I would say to that kid, I think I talk about this. You really, that's why it's important to have that spiritual base. A lot of people struggle with this in life, but learning how to forgive and let go is very important for your health. Sometimes mental health. Sometimes it's that one thing you're holding on to, you don't even realize you're holding on to it until you go to therapy or something. And I've heard a lot of people say this when they let that thing go, things just start to get better, like
Mhm.
incrementally better. Not getting stuck on what you didn't have and be grateful for what you do have.
Yeah.
That helped me. Understanding that everybody has an appointed time. Sometimes choices and decisions can speed that up. But when I lost my dad, I had to realize that the world don't stop. I have
Mhm.
to keep going. I can't stay back when I was 12. The world kept going. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And I had to learn. There's gonna be some hard bumps, trial
Mhm.
and error, but I have to learn. Even though, you know what I'm saying, my pop's not here, I still gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta be better. Sometimes you have to overcome or really grow past what you were around. And then people may think that you may have changed or you look at them different. It ain't that. It's just I'm trying to get to a better place. You know what I'm saying? Health wise,
Mhm.
spiritual wise, mental wise. And
Mhm.
sometimes you will have to climb a little bit higher than what everybody else did for whatever reason. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to if you want to get to that place.
Yes.
Um,
And go ahead.
no. What you about to say? What you about to say? You
And
good?
like I had people ask me like, "Are you single? You got?" And this is what I had to learn. It's easy to lie. It's easy,
Oh, you're 100%.
but I can't lie. Yes, I am in a relationship. Yes, I am with a person, and I'm gonna show you, like for real. Like this stuff is not for fake.
Mm-mm.
It ain't, it ain't for fake. And once people realize, like, damn, okay, Mike then went through it. Unc gonna show us like, damn, it's in between. This what you going through. Like, uh, it you gonna have to you're gonna have to go through it. And once people realize, like people gonna they really gonna gravitate towards it.
Yeah, and I would say to a kid, man, you may not never get an apology. You may not never get accountability, but you got to still learn how to move on and not let it hold you back. Because there are people out there, whether it's family, people you deal with when you grew up with at school or at work, they will do some crazy, egregious things, and you will
Mhm.
never get an apology for it. But you have to figure out a way to move on, forgive and move on because it's not worth your health. There are some people struggling with health problems, man, like high blood pressure because they hold
Yeah,
grudges. It's
yeah.
crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's
But
slowly killing them. You know what I'm saying? It's not
no,
worth
like
it.
like this is what I always say. Like when I play DMX, Lord give me a sign.
Right.
To the next person, ain't ain't mean nothing. But it meant something to the person that was supposed to reach. Like that's why like certain stuff certain stuff like when you on that path, Marty, and hey man, you want to really reach the people. Hey man, let me play some ride wave and see. Like they go back and do the. It's always the studies and well, it's like man, what are y'all trying to say? Like what are you trying to say? Are you trying to use music? Are you trying to use music to influence people? Are you trying to use music to really? I'm talking about really see that y'all bigger than what y'all think y'all are.
I'm talking about, man. I think Jesus is bigger than music, man. That's just me, man. I'm just. Sometimes you can't even get access to music, but Jesus can be with you anywhere if you believe and you have faith. Jesus can be with you anywhere at any
And,
time.
and you know what I'm showing them? Not only, not only, not only are Is it with you? Not only is it with you, this is what this is what's gonna happen. You look at it, and I want people to see it. Like if I've been doing this 30 years, 30, 40 years, 30 years, and I'm showing you, I don't want they're gonna flag us, but I'm gonna just say it. They're gonna flag us, but it's
You gonna get
cool.
off?
No, but it's cool.
Nah, man. That ain't cool, man.
No,
You gonna
no,
really?
it is. No, no, trust me. Trust me when I tell you. It, it's Thursday, and I'm gonna show you. Like, no, wait till Saturday's gone. Cause everybody work Monday through Friday. Everybody. Now, but it's gonna end this shit.
All
My
right, y'all. We
bad.
finna get off this thing.
My bad.
You good? We finna get off this thing. Finna gotta go to bed, man. Cause
Yo,
I don't know what we finna do. I know I'm finna gotta go to bed. Cause I'm
yeah,
old, man.
yeah.
But guys, we figured out this thing. We hope that we've talked about the conversation of how broken homes, how they start, can they be avoided, and how they affect the kids. Let us know in the comments anything you'd like to hear us talk about. Hit the
Hey,
like, share, and subscribe button.
uh,
I'm about to be done with school here in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna really start trying to churn some stuff out, man. You just gotta keep up, stay subscribed, and we're gonna be popping up.
hey,
Anything you want to say before we get out of here?
yeah. Go watch Stranger Things. Go watch the Diddy documentary, and it's one more. It's one more. Watch Raising Canaan from the beginning, and I'm out.
All right, y'all. We out.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.